105.3 Seaside FM, I'm Justin Macartney with Billy the Kid Dawson. You're on the bill at Hull City Hall later on next month.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Professional debut.
What can we expect in that, Billy?
There's going to be 6 fights together on the card. The main event is Tommy Coyle, who's featuring a British Masters title fight over 10 rounds. Obviously there's going to be him, myself and 4 other fights. A lad from Leeds, Josh Warrington, who's undefeated, and 3 other fights with local guys from Hull.
It must take a lot of courage to become a professional boxer.
Yeah, most definitely. I've been boxing since I had my first contest when I was 12 years old. So it's something that I'm used to, and I've been doing for a lot of years. But you still get the the excitement and the nerves are still there when you come to fighting. So it's all like a process what you have to go through, really.
Is it a strict learning curve, a steep learning curve? Because obviously having a professional fight when you're 12, as you grow older and mature, you begin to realise what's involved and what's at stake, really. It must be quite daunting, especially to be on the bill in Hull, very, very close to your home territory. Yeah,
of course. If you sit around and think about how daunting and think negative or nervous thoughts, then I believe that's the result you'll get. But with me and myself, the way I prepare and the way I think, I only think about the positive that can come out of it, and I only think about victory. So on the 28th of April, I'll not be thinking about how daunting it is. I'll be looking to have a good time, entertain the people that have bought tickets, and just put on a good show, really.
So tell me, who tops the bill?
Tommy Coyle is a good friend of mine. I've known him for a lot of years, maybe 10 years. He's unbeaten. He's at 8-0. He's got his 9th fight coming up, and it's 10 rounds for the British Masters title, which is it's a bit of a step up for him. He'll probably tell you himself, in class, in rounds. But he's training well, he's looking well, and I think that's going to be an exciting fight on the card. I think it's going to be one that people should stick around for.
And who's he up against on the night?
He's fighting a guy from London called Macartney. He's a reigning champion. So Tommy's going to have to he's going to have to go in there and be hungry and try and take the title from him. He's going to try and snatch it away from him.
Now, you're only 20 years old, and I tell you what, there's not a stick of fat on you. It must be a great way to keep fit, boxing. Yeah, most definitely. With me, I'm a full-time athlete. From the moment I wake up, just before I go to bed. I'm totally disciplined and dedicated. So I don't slack off like other fighters do, other people do. So I take it serious. Now, if I told you I had a Cornish pasty from Roos Butchers for breakfast this morning, you would believe that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Why not?
What does a boxer eat as the day goes on?
Well, I start my day. I'll have a shot of wheatgrass, which is like a supplement for its antioxidants and gets all your essential greens inside you and stuff. And then generally I'll take my first workout of the day will be on an empty stomach, just to get my metabolism going, and then after I've trained, that's when I would eat every day without fail. I have oats, porridge oats for breakfast, that breakfast of champions. And then throughout the day, I eat a lot of salad. I like a lot of greens, salad. Carbohydrate wise, I eat a lot. I try not to eat wheat. I eat rice, I eat oats, I eat potato, sweet potato, salad, veg, and a lot of fish as well. I eat a lot of fish. Surely there's something you're bound to miss from the menu, like a big juicy burger or something like that there. Yeah, of course. It comes with the territory, If you want to achieve what I'm trying to achieve and be the type of person that I want to be, then I have to take my job seriously, and that's what I'm trying to do. I look at the outcome in the end and I think it's going to be worth it. Being disciplined. I enjoy being disciplined. So, how do you finance yourself then? Because people think you're loaded and there's millions in the sport. Yes, there probably is at the top end in Vegas and places like that, but you're very much a sort of a beginner, and even the guys you're on the bill with, they're the professional sportsmen. They might be making a good living, but it's a hard living nevertheless, and you're not guaranteed money unless you win a big fight. Yeah, that's very true. With everything, I'm so lucky that I have the people behind me, my parents and sponsors and things who help me get by. But that's what I do at the moment. I get by, you see. This is going to be hopefully the start of a long process where in the end, I can make money and be a successful person, have a successful life. But to get there, then really any money I get, I invest it back into myself with nutrition, equipment, you know, paying for sparring and things like that. So basically any money that comes my way just goes straight back into my pot. So I'm really, you know, to start off you have to invest in yourself.
What sort of backing do you get from sponsors? Is it financial, or is it like a sports shop that gives you equipment, that sort of thing?
Well, it could be anything really. Anybody who's, you know, kind enough or willing enough to invest in a boxer or myself or anybody. At the moment I have one sponsor, which is Bruce Ryan Homes, and now they give me a financial donation, which is very, very kind, you know, kind of them, and I'm so grateful for. And hopefully as I move on the ladder and as I start doing well, you know, other guys and other companies will be able to sponsor me, and it's all like it's a growth thing, you know. You start off small and hopefully you look to grow bigger as time moves on.
Talking about moving forward, where do you take it from here? Is it more fights in the UK, or is it further afield? Is it do you have to go and train overseas? Because I've done interviews before where a lot of athletes have said, you know, you really need to train overseas, especially at altitude, to increase your stamina.
Yeah, well, it's funny, this morning actually, I've just got back. I was training in a place called Brantingham. There's a place called Spout Hill, and that's high, it's a high hill. And you know, it's not the same as maybe going to California or Mexico or somewhere, but it's very high. And that's something that I've just started doing, training in high, running mountains, sprinting hills and mountains and stuff. But as far as training abroad goes, you know, it's an advantage. No doubt I've done it, you know, I've trained abroad. But for this fight, more of my training will be local. I train at Stevie Smith's Boxing Academy in just off Hazel Road in Hull. And basically I've got everything I need here, you know. Especially living in Wivensey, some good running out here. I can buy all my food, local, fresh food. So, you know, eventually, you know, I'd like to train abroad. Who wouldn't like to? But, you know, sometimes you have to make do with what you've got, really.
Traditionally, Hull is a centre of excellence for boxing, you know, post-war period, 50s, 60s, 70s. It's a sport that an increasing number of females are coming to as well.
Yeah. Well, when I used to train in New York, I was good friends with a female boxer called Jill Emery. She was a welterweight world champion, and you know, she was very good. She could hold her own with anybody, and there is a lot of good females coming through. You know, I think that's more of a developing sport, really. You know, men's boxing has been around for years, whereas female boxing, I think they're starting in the Olympics in 2012. So you know, maybe that can be the start of something for them, you know, to build on.
Billy the Kid Dawson, I wish you all the best for your big fight coming up in the Hull City Hall on the
28th of April.
Okay, and if people are interested in getting tickets for that, where can they get them from?
They can contact me via Facebook, or my number is on the posters. They can get in touch with me anywhere. I'm selling tickets personally. Standard tickets are £30 and the ringside is £50. With the ringside ticket will get you access to the VIP bar and to the after fight party as well. So if anybody's after tickets, just, you know, get hold of me, and you know, we'll be able to sort something out.
We'll put up full details on the website for you at www.seasideradio.co.uk. I'm Justin Macartney. Thanks a lot.